Good morning and welcome back to Mindful Moments. Have you ever felt during the day that you needed to take a break? It doesn't have to be first thing in the morning, our mindful moment. It also doesn't have to be the last thing at night, the mindful moment. But how about when you're feeling stressed or tired or anxious in the middle of the day? Well, let's work on that. Here I am at work, the middle of the day, needing to take a breather. So I came back. I find a quiet place to sit where I know I won't be disturbed. Perhaps you can find a place, maybe at school, to take a deep breath. Or if you're at home in the middle of the day, find a place in your home where you can quiet down and take a deep breath and relax. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm sitting here getting some quiet time. I'm going to take a deep breath. Let me take another deep breath. And if I take the time to quiet myself down, it re-energizes me. It makes me feel good. You know, sometimes our days are just filled with all kinds of things. People are talking, people are moving and shouting or crying or busy, and there's life all around us, and I know that it can get overwhelming. So, in the middle of the day, anywhere you are, if you can find a quiet place just to stop. You don't even have to be sitting down like I am. Just stand and take a break and take a breath. And that makes you feel so much better. You can do some stretches. We've stretched. Maybe our body's a little tired from a long day. Remember how we stretched and we touched our hands? And then we stretched and we gave ourselves a hug. Take a middle of the day break. Bring your arms up high. Bring your arms down low. Sit up high. If you're sitting on a chair, maybe you're sitting on a chair at your desk. Sit up high and just breathe. If you're sitting on the floor, sit crisscross applesauce so that you're relaxed and enjoying being still, having that one mindful moment. I'm going to read a story for you again today. We'll have a nice mindful moment story time each time. But before I do that, one of your other props in your packet are bubbles. Everybody's favorite, bubbles. Who doesn't love bubbles? Keep these handy, probably not at school, but in your room, or keep them where you can grab them. And you know what? This helps you breathe as well. You're going to take in a deep breath. And breathe. Now, instead of taking just short little puffs, which you can, like, that practices breathing too. I didn't get very many bubbles out of that. Or take one big long breath and just blow it into your bubbles and see what happens. That worked pretty well. I got a lot of bubbles out of that one. Let's try it again. Take a big long, take your breath in. And I did it all the way until I exhaled, even when the bubbles were done coming out. Or again, you could do those short little puffs. That was pretty cool. And the bubbles kept working. I find bubbles relaxing. When I do bubbles in some of my classes here at the library, I love to put on beautiful orchestra music, beautiful classical music, instrumental, and just listen to it. That is very relaxing for me. And watch the bubbles as you breathe and blow. as you're blowing, the bubbles go out, and you've got beautiful music on, watch them dance all the way down to the floor. Okay, so that was trying your bubbles. Save them. If you want to use them all, that's fine too. You'll just be out of bubbles. But if you save them, you'll have them for when we use them another time. So I'm going to do one more stretch. Like I said, I'm sitting. If you are even on the floor, you can stretch down. Stretch. If you're sitting crisscross applesauce, just stretch and touch your toes. And bring it back up really slowly. Feel that back, just going really slow. Let's try one more. Go back down. I'm going to touch my toes. And I'm going to come back up really slow. Don't let anything tweak or hurt. Our special story today is called You Matter. Let's grab my glasses again. By Christian Robinson. Christian Robinson is the author and the illustrator, and this is published by Atheneum Books. And I think you're going to like it. Now, the small stuff is too small to see. Just looking through a microscope. Those who swim with the tide and those who don't. There's some that are going with the tide and some is kind of off on his own. The first to go and the last. Okay, they're heading out. This one's lagging behind, but it doesn't matter because you matter. That doesn't matter. When everyone thinks you're a pest, oh, I think that's a mosquito, and we usually say they're pesty. It changes. When something is just out of reach, even for that big dinosaur, just can't reach something. Oh. The mosquito bit him. He couldn't reach to swat that mosquito because he's got little arms. When everyone is too busy to help, you matter. If you fall down, if you have to start all over again, even if you are really gassy, you matter. It's a planet. Sometimes home is far away. It's an astronaut, they're really far away. Sometimes someone you love says goodbye. Sometimes you feel lost and alone, but you matter. Old and young. The first to go and the last. You can see that last one hanging out over here. The small stuff, too small to see. Look at all those ants under the ground. We can't see them. Through all of that, small, first, last, away from home, you matter. I've been last a lot of times in my life. I've been the last one picked in gym class because I'm really not very athletic. I've had ups and downs and happy times and sad times, but you know what? You have to remember, you matter. Absolutely, you matter. The mantra of the week, keep saying, I matter. I matter. Tell your friends, you matter. Let everyone know. You matter. great week. Until next time, take a deep breath. Even if it's in the middle of the day, I have to go back to work. One more breath. Have a peaceful, mindful moment.